I like how we have the accurate noise in the background. That was totally my fault.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Welcome.
That's our new soundtrack for our podcast, ambient noise.
It's at the Ant Farm.
We need you to make you feel cool, calm, and collective. Now, you notice this is the earliest we've ever filmed this. It's very bright out.
It's actually 4 a.m. in the morning, but we're above like the Arctic Circle, so it's always sunny.
It's actually, there was just a bomb that went off outside, and it's still bright out there. So
It's a nuclear fire, is what it is.
yeah,
Judgment Day.
your nuclear's on fire.
No.
Yes,
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, dude. 2 days till Puerto Rico. By the time this goes up, I'll probably be in Puerto Rico. I'll be like 8 shades darker. And then I'll be the Hampson twin again. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Don't bet on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet on it. But I'm gonna go all in. Say
Vote in the comments.
right here.
Dan Buckley, vote in the comments.
Dan Buckley, who is hotter? Dan Buckley.
It's really this here.
This guy.
We'll post a link to his.
How are you doing there, kiddo? Huh?
I don't know, man. We just went to a fun restaurant called Street Eats.
I brought him to Street Eats, which is basically this gourmet chef started a restaurant or a street
Gourmet chef.
He started a truck. What do you call that? I can't, like a vendor truck. They serve food.
Fucking
out of.
food truck, dude.
Food truck. I don't know.
Truck.
I don't know why. I can't think of the word for it.
And you know, a truck with this food.
Food truck. Food truck. He started a food truck, and he wanted to bring like artisan type ingredients to a lower type. Basically, he wasn't charging like $60 a plate. He charged like $10 for a sandwich and a drink. Oh, we didn't really do beer yet, did we?
We didn't drink though.
Gross. Oh, let me show the beer first. Hold up.
Yeah, let's get that bottle, man. Get the bottle of beer we had for
Here
him.
you go. Oh, we don't have anything on it. We don't have anything on it.
What kind was it, Matt? Do you remember?
This was the Session IPA.
Session IPA, one of the very good beers from Middle Age.
We stopped at Middle Age, had all their beers. We had a couple new ones, which were we almost got the Jester's Nectar. That's what it's called.
It's a new wheat beer.
It's 8% alcohol too, so we decided not to. But Prost. Oh, that's
Told you, it's good stuff.
fantastic. It's got a really good finish. If you like IPAs, but not too much like me, that's perfect.
Yeah, because it's session hops. Session hops are, they have a decent amount of
It's not tripled. It's only
that piney taste, but it has a really nice aftertaste, where it's not too bitter.
It's good.
It's a nice thing about a session.
But how are you doing, buddy? Huh? You're on vacation.
I'm on vacation.
We've been chilling for a
don't
couple
look
hours.
relaxed. It's a Friday. By the way, we're filming some Friday. Normally we film it before this. We didn't really have a chance to, unfortunately.
When's the last time you had a Friday off?
Hopefully I can put this up by Saturday.
Like last year or something?
I mean, our editor can put it up. Friday off was probably around Christmas.
It's the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have every other Friday off, but
Yeah, I have regular fucking days off.
I don't.
Because I'm a goddamn human being.
I don't. You didn't before, Mister. Going in at 3 a.m. for truck. Now you got one job.
That's
Only
right.
one.
One awesome
Well, actually,
job.
2 jobs. Being an awesome husband. This guy right here.
Wow. That was unsolicited, by the way. I did not cue him for that.
I'm drunk.
wasn't.
It's probably why.
He's actually nice when he's drunk.
I have a list of stuff. Do you have anything at all?
Yes.
I hate you.
No.
So
I have this house you're using. What? You're getting out of the picture. Be careful.
I always get out of the picture. That's all right. You do it on purpose, I think. You're like right in the middle. Here, we'll just do the podcast like this now.
Hi. Yeah. So how you doing? The other face is burned. So
Matt Murdock has been cast for the Daredevil TV show that's going to be on.
Oh, that's on my list too.
Is it Hulu? It's Hulu, right?
Yeah,
Hulu's
it's
doing it,
no, Netflix.
It's Netflix.
Netflix
Oh,
is doing that one. Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, Netflix doing a bunch of Marvel stuff, and one of them is going to be a Daredevil, and they've cast Matt Murdock. They've cast the main role of Daredevil. It's going to be Charlie Cox, who, if you don't know who he is on Boardwalk Empire.
He's really the Courtney Cox.
He's not at all, actually. There's no relation.
He's
not really a Dewey Cox either. He's not really a Dewey Cox either.
Are you sure about that?
But he's from Boardwalk Empire, and I guess he's pretty big on that show. And I saw his face; he looks very Matt Murdock-ish, you know.
Yeah, I saw.
Not a script white guy, but he's like I got just enough character to look like.
It depends on how he plays. It's like I saw it. I was like, because it's like depends on how the guy's gonna play the character, but we'll see. Hopefully, he plays it just like Ben Affleck in the hit movie Daredevil.
I think it made money, didn't it?
It made money, all right, and people hate Ben Affleck.
That's Batfleck to you. Batfleck, okay?
Batfleck.
Okay. I don't really have too much else on that. I didn't know if you're gonna add any more, but
I did add some more.
You've seen it before, so okay. Here's another one. This one is actually movie news. Have you heard about the sequels to Independence Day? Of course you have, because we talked about it here, so you have too.
Today is our Independence Day.
So they're supposed to be making 2 sequels on Independence Day, but they were recently, within the last couple weeks, they actually were. It was in doubt. They lost the screenwriter. They didn't like the script.
No way. A movie like that, you wouldn't like the script for?
Yeah, especially a sequel to. I love Independence Day. One of my favorite movies. It's a pretty bad written script.
You're full of holes.
Yeah, it's a lot of things like don't look over here. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Or the
See this ship hovering over a city? Yeah, it would have crushed that city already.
Yeah, that ship is gigantic, and the force weight of the air under it would have crushed the city.
And also made everyone's heads explode.
Because they would have won, though. They would have won.
They would have easily won.
Yeah.
But they also probably would have fucked up their own ship because they would have been using so much power to keep their ship aloft that
Sure.
probably would have done something bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
was the worst physics answer I've ever heard. It was something would happen. I don't know.
I haven't taken physics in a while.
It's like I'm rusty. So now I guess they're doing a rewrite. And right now there's one that is scheduled for July 1st, 2016. Originally, there were supposed to be 2 sequels, and they were supposed to be like a back-to-back type thing, like a July and November. Like the last 2 Matrix type thing.
Oh no.
To make an overarching big movie, hopefully spectacular, probably not, probably over the top, probably jumping the shark 100 times. But supposedly there is now a rewrite that's going on to get these movies fixed, and that they are still scheduled to be put out July 1st, 2016.
So that can't be bad, right? I mean, there's less time to do a shitty movie that you don't have a plot for.
Well, supposedly there was a lot of plot holes in it. Maybe they're going to fill them in, though. Okay, hopefully.
Fill them in with "Welcome to Earth."
There's no Will Smith, so they can't even do it. I think.
I think they should just have someone else say it. They should have someone else say it, like Kevin Hart. Put Kevin Hart in there. Just get
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker. Like
I'm pretty small. By the way, I'm short. I keep saying that in every trailer. I'm really short.
I'm a captain. I fly planes.
Let's make fun of me because I'm short. Kevin Hart, you're better than that.
And
you're better than that, Kevin Hart.
The working title right now for these movies is ID for Forever. Or ID Forever. Like ID Forever, Part 1 and Part 2.
So it'll always be our Independence Day.
Roland Emmerich really is a dick. He hates Americans. He's just fucking with us now. He's like, fuck you guys. He's like, I'm going to blow up the White House again. They rebuilt it. I'm going to blow it up again.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they had like a super White House and they just blew that up.
It's like 80 stories tall White House.
It's a super White House. We just finished it. Aliens, fuck!
Bill Pullman's like, this is my 6th term in office.
or they're in like we're in the Museum of Natural History in Philadelphia now. Like, oh.
We're in New York City. We took over the Freedom Tower.
Hey, guess what? Speaking of Roland Emmerich, guess what else he's doing? I know it's something that Jamie Wonderland may or may not be excited about. A reboot of the Stargate franchise.
Like in a TV series?
No, in a movie trilogy.
Okay.
They want to do. If anyone who remembers Stargate, the original movie, Kurt Russell, James Spader, it's a fun cast.
Hopefully they still
spun off into 2.5 very successful.
I only speak with Elizabeth Keene through the Stargate.
No, he was very nerdy. He's like, I'm
not anymore.
I'm the nerd guy in this one.
He's more like this, and
they're not gonna have the same actor.
He seems like he has a butterscotch mint in his mouth.
Kurt Russell is like 96. Okay, he's older than Sin now, than original Sin. So but yeah, they're remaking that. Roland Emmerich, the same director and producer of the original one, so they're hoping. Let's hope that.
So Roland Emmerich has too much to do. It seems right now.
He's Guillermo del Toro-ing right now. He's just gonna put a whole bunch of shit, throw a whole bunch of shit at the wall with sticks.
Hope somebody likes something.
He's the one who works for that guy, and Guillermo del Toro's like, yes, he does, hey, because he's that little weird impish dude.
I don't have any more movie news at all on here.
See, I had one thing. I brought one thing, by the way. He thought I was going to
one thing. But I do have some TV news. They kickstarted Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
the sky. I can go twice as high and take a look.
So yesterday morning? It was yesterday morning, wasn't it? Yesterday morning.
Or the morning before, I think it was.
Either way, it was not too long ago. LeVar Burton said, hey, I want to do Reading Rainbow. Give me some money. His goal is $1 million. The last time I checked, which was yesterday night, it was at $1.9 million. He'd almost made $2 million.
You better put some stretch goals on there, LeVar.
Well, one of the goals, which was my favorite goal,
yes, it was amazing,
was if you pay $10,000, you can have dinner with LeVar Burton, and you get to wear the original visor he had in Star Trek The Next Generation.
And then you go, I got a coolant leak!
That's what a nerd would probably do. Like, I got a coolant leak!
And coolant all over everything.
LeVar Burton's like, it's okay, you pay $10,000. It's cool. He hasn't aged in like 25 years, which is kind of weird.
The old saying, Matt, black don't crack.
He was on Community, and I was like, oh, damn, he looks good, and he's still looking pretty good. He looks like he hasn't aged. But he made his goal already, so I don't know, like, if
I think he should kickstart other things now, just like, because he's supposed to, just like kickstart, like, Roots.
I know. We're going to ask you, LeVar Burton, if we ever do a Kickstarter, we're going to ask you to help us, because we just want you on there.
Yeah.
Like,
just be there.
Just be there. Just like, say a couple sentences.
You can wear the visor. Like, just say you can wear the visor, please.
Like, and just so you know, guys, we got a coolant leak.
Yes.
Millions of dollars. Blah.
Say dilithium crystal.
So hopefully they will also be kickstarting War on the World's Carmen Sandiego after this. So we have that.
And that'll be kickstarted by Rockapella, and they won't make us money. Like, we're still alive, Rockapella.
We only do that song now, though, just over and over.
It's a kitty. You don't have to drink, though. There's no Jamie in this one, guys. So
just drink at your leisure.
If you hear a kitten in the audio, you can drink.
Drink at your leisure on this one. Okay, so Watch Dogs just came out, buddy, huh? He was playing earlier for me while I watched him and cried.
He did, because he doesn't get to play.
But the PC version, he has the PS4 version. The PC version is been denoted as unplayable at this point. There's just a lot of stuff that's working very poorly, even with high-end graphics cards.
Which is a shame, because this game is like 2 years overdue now.
And the graphics don't look that awesome, like the
no, they don't.
That's spectacular.
Well, if
they're a little better than Grand Theft Auto 5.
From one of us that played, no, actually, I don't even think that.
Oh,
I mean, it's a different style, I think. But like the mouths move like last generation, where it's like I'm talking to him. Hi.
Oh, so it's basically an Ubisoft. It's an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, and it's sad because it's like this is your next generation entry.
Are the graphics as good as Assassin's Creed?
I think they're better. I want to say they're better.
Assassin's Creed graphics are pretty good, but they're not great.
But it looks more like Uncanny Valley fake. Like the eyes don't look good. Yeah, they look good, but they don't look like real eyes.
That really takes me out of being the eyes screw me up.
And the textures look almost okay, but like they look a little off. Like it's like a synthetic, like you 3D printed some guy's leather jacket, some guy's weird long leather jacket and hoodie. So either it's really cold in Chicago, or Aiden Pierce, the main character, just really likes to wear a lot of layers, and I don't understand that because he's got the hat on. Maybe he's balding. I don't know.
He has my hat, by the way.
He has your hat. Do you have a white?
It's like a grayish type. Like it's got the square top.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
It does. That's my. Go look at it. It's my hat.
Nah, it's called the white hat.
You go look at it. Dan Buckley, tell us. It's my hat.
We'll put it side by side right here. Okay.
It's a gray hat
with the hat you didn't bring for once.
I didn't bring it today. No, I gotta get ready because I have to spike it up. Well, not spike it up, but like
just look cool for his kid, basically.
No, I have to look cool for my movie shoots. I got 2 more movie shoots to. I got 2 more shoots to do. So
see, there we go. Now
you
can drink when you're talking about a movie.
One's at Play the Game, Read the Story on North Clinton Street, and
when you go in there, I want to crash and be like an extra.
9 a.m. And you come. I was gonna bring you today if they were doing shoots, but they weren't doing it today.
So look away, like pretend like I didn't
see. If I have my glass off, he looks nothing like me. It's like Clark Kent, Superman.
But if I take my glasses off, then I look like Aiden Pierce. I just need my hat on and my really long weird coat with a hoodie underneath. It's really cold out here today. That's kind of how he talks. And it's just like, Aiden, you gotta straighten out and not be a jerk and not be the bad stuff. Yeah, you're right. I talk like this. Would you just stop talking like that? We know your voice isn't like that.
You need a lozenge or something. Yeah. There's something going on here.
Yeah, it's, you can tell I got a salt, peppery beard, too. It's like what the heroes do nowadays.
He looks like Clive Owen. He does.
I look like Cartman doing an impression of someone.
It's like Clive Owen doing a Cartman impression.
I'm the coon.
That's rough. So yeah. Anyway, back to it. It's working poorly even on high-end cards, and supposedly on the AMD cards, it's working super crappy. Like it's unplayable. Supposedly they're working on a fix right now, but they said also if you lower the texture. It's not like they said. Don't lower the quality graphics. Lower the texture, the high end texture to a regular texture, and that's supposed to work better. But still, that's the whole point.
Bullshit? That's
the whole point of this game is that you want it to look awesome on your computer, and people buy games for PC because that's where it looks the best. So if they're not putting out their best stuff, that's really disheartening for sales for them.
I got it for PS4 because I wanted to have another PS4 game, and also because I wanted I wanted some trophies.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get for PC because you would have been screwed. You would be more frustrated than you were playing earlier.
But I'm still not into it, really. We'll see. We'll see. It's always a little cliched.
Well, you don't tend to get too much into Ubisoft games. I've seen you play the Assassin's Creed. Did you ever finish Black Flag?
It's not Ubisoft. I think it's just games like that in general. Like I wasn't that much into GTA 5 either.
You never finished GTA 5 either, did you?
Also, if you get to play Watch Dogs, or if you haven't played yet and you're on the fence, the driving mechanics are fucking terrible. They're bad. Like one of the first things is like, this is a tutorial, get away from the cops. And the cop cars, I'm in this like high-end sports car, and the cop cars are just speeding past me and smashing me off the road like Driver. Remember the game Driver? Yeah. Where everyone just like, pull over, smash.
I hate any mechanics where the cops would not just smash their car into you.
Yeah.
Unless you were carrying nuclear device or something, they would not just smash. They would run you off the road or throw shit down to get you to run over it.
They weren't doing that,
but they would not just smash you over and over until your car's exploded.
Basically, the only way to stop them is either to kind of run them into stuff, which is what I have to do.
I do a lot. Unlike GTA, I do that.
But you can also trigger the traps. But to trigger the traps, you have to be far enough ahead of them, which is really hard to do because they get in front of you easily. To smash them into stuff or to smash cars into them by changing the lights.
My cop cars have a lot of horsepower.
It took me half an hour just to play the tutorial part of that, and I was like, I don't look forward to any of this ever. That's why I was doing that stealth thing when you saw me playing, because I was like, I don't want to get the cops in on this because I will never be able to get away from them.
I think my favorite part of the one I was watching was you just shooting the people calling 911, and they're like, "Hello, where are you?" And you already shot them.
Yeah, for some reason also there was a glitch where I couldn't. It wouldn't show me the objective for my game, and so I figured out that you can just restart the mission. But before that, I was just like, fuck it, I just started shooting people in the street, which I never do in games. But I was like, you know what? This isn't Kind of New anymore. This is me killing people in the street.
Well, especially if you already had a certain save spot, just start killing people. See what happens.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I used to do that a lot in GTA because I'm one of the I play the morally good-ish that I can, but okay, geez, I already did this thing 6 times. I'm just gonna kill a bunch of people, just let off some steam.
And we're back. That just happened.
Where'd we end off? Who knows? Ernie Davis, why are they calling you? Tell them to go suck an egg.
They probably want me to come and visit or something.
We miss you, Miguel.
So I had a call in the middle of us recording. How unprofessional, I know. And I have to splice these things together now, which is really a pain in the ass.
This guy.
But I'll talk to Ernie Davis later.
Ernie Davis. What
else you got on the list, man?
I only have one thing left.
Luckily, we caught that right when it happened, so we didn't lose too much.
Hulu to revive Community? Maybe. I guess
this is the face you get for that.
I guess Hulu is in talks to maybe get another season of Community. Squeeze it out of Dan Harmon.
But are they going to do the movie? They won't.
Dan Harmon has gone on record saying, don't get your hopes up, Community fans. That's what he said. He's like, listen, I love Community as much as you do. He's like, obviously this is my baby.
But he needs to move on with his life.
But it's really, there's a lot of rigmarole and stuff you have to go through to do this. And then you have to get all the cast members on, probably cutting all their salaries.
Yeah. Definitely cutting all their salaries.
Yeah. So he's like, don't get your hopes up. He's like, if we can, we will. I love Community. I'll do another. I want another season. Just say we had another season. But don't get your hopes up.
I feel like they're dragging the corpse of Community out, and there's like Weekend at Bernie's in the shit. And I'm just like, I don't want to. I love both. I love everyone, and I don't. It's like, let's just let the show end. Let it breathe like it was supposed to breathe. Don't. It ended here. That's fine. Let it end. We don't need another season.
It's rough because that's one show I really was invested in. It should end better than it did. It didn't.
If you're looking for good comedy, just watch Game of Thrones.
And you know what? Season 5 was a great season. Season 4 sucked balls, and everyone will admit that. Even the people that wrote it and the people that acted it will say that was the worst.
Season 4 got much better, honestly.
But Season 5 was terrific, and it was like that's why it was kind of hard. It was like, I really wish they could have had closure in this whole thing. Just to, even if it was like 2 episodes to close the whole thing up, it would have been nice. But
it would have been.
Looking at
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
We're not writing this stuff. We're not producers or high-powered, NBC executives or anything. So
I'm pretty high-powered. As superpowers go. Sorry, fire is supposed to.
What was supposed to be? What was supposed to be in there?
There's a graphic I'm going to put in later. Fire.
Just fill it in.
Matt's face is burning.
Kamehameha.
Matt has a skull face now. Skull face.
As long as you do it. I don't want to have that stupid hat from that one thing you have on your phone.
You're gonna get that now. That's what you get. I gotta go like this, and it turns you into have a bunny ear mask on.
Here, as long as I'm going like this with that. Katie, thank you. You got anything else? Because I'm tapped out.
I have empty hands here currently. So stay tuned because we're also gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna post it before. I probably post it after this since we're so late posting this one. We're gonna post in a. Review, found footage, Days of Future Past, the new X-Men.
It's coming up.
Sequel.
Days of Future Past. I have no notes for that, so we're going to see how that goes.
Neither do I. We might just talk about
But also, hopefully, I'm going to have a special guest on I Learned That. This guy right here. Huh?
I learned that!
Yay! And he's going to mock my podcast. What a jerk.
I did learn it. I think you should teach me. Like, okay, play it like this, dummy. And I'm like
wow, I didn't know how to play guitar.
Like that. Let's play it.
That's what I do to you at practice. Why would I do that in a video?
Yeah, sure it is. Fang Fum.
Stay classy.
Bye.